dashes, 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 dashes. Dashes can be used in the following situations: to indicate an interruption, especially in transcribed speech. For example, "Of course it's not he said, and was promptly blown off the side of the cliff. To connect a proposition to a conclusion in a slightly informal manner. For example, "There was only one winner, Bill." As a substitute for parentheses. For example, Jean-Pierre, an extreme sports enthusiast, gave an interesting presentation on personal injury litigation from the perspective of the claimant. As a substitute for to when indicating routes and similar informal sequences. For example, "The proposed route is Helsinki, London, New York, Helsinki." Hyphen, 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 hyphen. The question of when to use a hyphen, for example, a horizontal line connecting two words, often causes problems. Hyphens, hyphen symbol, are used in the following situations: to create prefixes, to create a connection between different words. Prefixes, 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 prefixes. Most writers are comfortable with the idea of using hyphens to connect certain prefixes to a word. For instance, terms beginning with non are almost always hyphenated in British English, though not in American English, as are a number of terms beginning with pre, post, co, and various other prefixes. Prefix, hyphenated examples:
anti, anti-American, anti-inflationary.
Co-finance, co-manage, co-opt. Counter, counter-cyclical, counter-inflationary. Intercompany, inter-enterprise, inter-office, inter-regional. Intra-community, intracontinental, intra-regional. Multi-currency, multi-million, multi-purpose, multi-year. Non-bank, non-durable, non-party, non-resident, non-statutory. Over-expansionary, over-optimistic. Post-depression, post-tax income, post-war. Pre-announced, pre-select, pre-specified, pre-trial. Re-establish, re-examine. Self-sufficiency. Subcommittee, submanager, subparagraph, subsection, subset. Superboom, superliquidity. Underreporting, underutilization. Connected words. Confusion often arises when it comes to connecting separate words together using hyphens. In brief, the rule is that hyphens are used to connect words that are more closely connected to each other than the surrounding syntax. This is often the case when one word is a noun, e.g. tax, and the other is an adjective, e.g. exempt, or adverb, e.g. neutrally, and particularly where these words taken together have an adjectival function. For example, take the sentence, "The company made a tax-exempt transfer." The words tax-exempt are clearly more closely connected than the surrounding words, and taken together they have the role of an adjective in relation to the word transfer. They describe the nature of the transfer. In other words, if you were to ask what kind of transfer was involved, you would get the answer, a tax-exempt transfer. And a hyphen would appear between tax and exempt to emphasize the unity of this term. However, if both words involved are nouns, they are more likely to stand alone and not require hyphenation. So, while tax-exempt is hyphenated, tax exemption should not be hyphenated.